the way we define it is a function of growth as a function of sales, marketing, and strategy. But essentially, for a growth engine to be set up for any particular company or any particular organization, we are looking at sales, marketing, and strategy working in tandem with each other, collaborating for the company to move forward. And essentially, in today's market, if at all we are looking at professionals who are coming out, they're not, I would say, aligning with what industry is kind of looking for with respect to either technical skills or the marketing skills. So hence we have kind of developed a program called Growth Engine course, and we are pushing it across to the universities. So what are we looking at? The gap between the industry and the colleges right now is that people are not able to relate to what's happening in the industry, and they're not able to associate with the tools or with the respect to the. There's no alignment with the existing market conditions. So hence we have actually designed a program for about 4 months, which either anyone who's looking to hone their skills in sales, marketing, and strategy will be able to take it up, will be able to apply it for the live gigs that are happening. When we say live gigs, we are associating ourselves with the startups and our SMBs, where we take specific problems or we take the company itself and we make our students work with them. So we are currently segregated this as a 45-day plus a 75-day program, which will be happening in 2 sprints. Essentially, we are doing this so that the students get a context of what is happening, or the market understanding and the subject matter expertise is going to be gathered in the first 45 days. And once it is done, it is going to be applied in the following 75 days. So essentially, we'll be looking at the growth engine and then the general overall market scenario, what's happening there. Then we delve deeper into understanding how the company is, kind of placing their products. So we'll be going through their lean canvas, where we speak about the problem, solution, unique selling proposition, and the revenue models and stuff. And also, to follow up with such kind of programs, you do actually need some kind of structures in place, for which we are using Roam Research. Following that, we have the 75 days of implementation, where we take the learnings from the first 45 days and implement it on the company that we have taken up. And every team will be consisting of about five members. Essentially, we'll be having 3 people who will be taking care of the content analytics, curation, and distribution, and 2 of them will be handling course sales, because that is what will bring more life into the company. Then we'll be having 1 mentor who will be working with the students and handholding them at any given point of time. If they are stuck at any given point, any particular structure, they'll be able to take the help from the mentor and go forward. And we'll be having 1 person from the brand itself. Basically, once a student graduates and takes up a role with either a consulting firm or anyone else, they have to work very closely with the client. Or if they're working with their own product, they have to be very closely aligned with the management's visions as well. That is why we are talking about having the client's representative on board as well, so that the students will be aligned with the goal and the vision of the particular company. So how are we doing this? Currently, we are looking at an engagement where the students and the mentor and the client's brand representative will be on stand-ups thrice a week. And as we have the podcasts that are happening on a weekly basis about sales, marketing, and strategy, we'll be having other industry experts also coming and speaking about their experiences with working with different companies. And when the students are having any kind of doubts or any kind of hiccups or bottlenecks, they'll be able to get these doubts clarified and get different perspectives from the industry experts. And then we are speaking about events that will be happening. Essentially, we are not only talking about getting the generic sales, marketing, strategy professionals, we are also talking about industry specific professionals. For example, if at all sports is one of the sports related product is a client that we have picked, we will be looking at getting people or industry experts who have worked in these domains itself and come and assist in the sales aspect, sales or other aspects as well. Okay, and here's the table of contents. So the first 45 days, as we mentioned, that it's going to be the theory aspect of it. That's understanding the company. We'll be going through, the company structure, products and services. Then we have our buyers personas, where we speak about your different kind of people whom we come across on the clients aspect of it, so that we'll be able to map it to the content that you're generating. And then we go through the buyers personas journeys, buyers journeys. Then we do a detailed competitive analysis, basically understanding who are the other players in the market. And then we go to the keyword research, keyword selection, and content buckets. And then in the execution aspect of it, that is where we get into more detailed ad copies, or the communication that is essentially going out into the market. So that is why we speak about the curation, creation, production, and distribution aspect. And then finally, once the distribution goes out, we collect all the inputs that the market is giving out, and we reapply that again on the existing ad copies or the strategy, and then we refine it according to the goals that has been set by the brand. So what are the tools that we are using? As we mentioned, Roam Research is one of the tools to make sure that all the content and the internal coordination is being done. Canva is used for designs, and Discord plus Zoom is used for communication aspect. And then we have we have the other tools called like BuzzSumo and Google Analytics for measuring and understanding the market response of the content that you're churning out. As a learning material, we do have a growth engine handbook, which has been written by Moses Sampol, who's also there on our podcast right now. And he's also the founder of Mad About Growth. Then we have podcasts that are happening, as we mentioned. And then we have the live sessions. And one more thing that we have is the MAG community access. For 6 months, you'll be able to get the access where this learning doesn't stop once you finish this particular course, but then it's going to be continuing for another 6 months once you have exited the course as well, once you have finished the course as well. And then we also, interestingly, take up academia research papers, which are mostly being published on academia and other portals. This is mostly about the sales, marketing, and strategy. And then we break it down in such a way that it could be applied with the clients or the brands that we are currently working on. That is where this particular aspect becomes way more implementable instead of just remaining in the research papers. A little more about Mad About Growth. So we are a community for sales, marketing, and strategy professionals